A right-hander from the umpire state gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Benny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch coming, here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Well, guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, 4-2 over the last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
The 1-0. Fouled away. Drury aboard here at first with nobody out. Stroman, 28 years old. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Hey, this guy's been an absolute solid player his entire big league.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out the straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year as the Yankees have tied things up. It's 2-2.
Well, that pitch was grooved right down Main Street. He couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Riding in, Reese. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Smith moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. So digging in now, Reese. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready? Now the pitch. He started with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2-0 pitch on the way. Bullet back up the middle. Villar is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Ready for another chance? Reese. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. This is on the ground over the first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still off square at the 4 apiece. right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4 final tally. Roberto Osuna gets the win in relief, the second of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, click over to theshowNation.com.
At the reset, because of the error, wasn't an error, just in real time, slowed it down. It's still underneath my glove, and some type of weird clogged my glove. I put it down on near the line. It's in real time, the matrix time, and it didn't do anything. Still couldn't catch up to it. And we lost the game. I was like, I don't know about that. Tech didn't come through for us, but reset, and I didn't have a hit in that game. Didn't realize I was in 10 games. Ended up getting some measure of participation at the end of the game. So that was exciting. After the tech. And smash a like and subscribe for the times to take things into your own hand to finally be here, get some participation from technology. And thanks for watching the video. It's good. All-Stars the 10th, the 11th, 12th, 3 more games, the 14th in July. Then we've got August and September to go before October playoffs. I might make the home run derby. There's emails telling me that I might make the home run derby of the All-Star where Bryce Harper was. And can I see him? I don't think he's still with the Nationals in 2020. Strasburg, Scherzer, Trey Turner. Okay. I don't know what team he's with. And there he is. It's with Detroit. Yeah. He was in the All-Star, Bryce Harper. And his player card probably looks more to himself. And I might be joining him in the All-Star. Hit 22 home runs before July 14th. And it's not the record. Aaron Judge is the record. Who's the team I'm on now with the Yankees. 6'7", 282-pound Aaron Judge. And I'm on the Yankees with him. Harold Reese. I've got 22 home runs. I think Aaron's a right fielder. I'm not sure why he's not at first base, because it would be hard to arrow throw beyond a 6'7" first baseman's reach. But he plays in the outfield. He's fairly fast. Fast enough to be in the right field. I'm not sure why they kept him in the outfield at 282. It's the same size and weight as Jimmy Graham in the Saints. And I think he played with Seattle. He might be like Kansas City or Green Bay right now. And Stanton's there. And Sanchez is there. And I'm there. I really need to finish my franchise too. In 7 games within franchise, I still have 155 games remaining. I've hit 6 home runs in 7 days, in 7 games, with Gary Sanchez, the catcher. And I think Judge and Stanton have 2 home runs apiece, or something like that. Judge might have 1 at 430 or something ridiculous. Yeah, might have been 450. But the Sanchez and the other Stanton, Giancarlo Stanton from Miami, and he got a chance to meet Judge in the home run derby in Miami, and they're now on the same team with the Yankees. I thought the Yankees were going to be tough to beat, but then I was thinking that how a lot of home run hitters usually aren't great placement hitters because of the groove. That would lower their slugging percentage to start hitting for singles all the time. So usually, especially up at that number, they're usually utility. It takes usually a utility person 30-30 instead of 30-60 or 30-70 to become to really be a placement hitter. But to hit 70 home runs and have 3 potential 50, 60, or 70 home run hitters within a lineup is still nothing to mess with. And that's what I thought the race was going to be about this year, because I've seen pitchers become mistakes versus the Yankees, and I guess seen generally when pitchers become a mistake against home run hitters, they usually put them on the wall. True, they might not have placed it within a gap or in between some impressive squeeze between a third base and shortstop, or first base and second baseman, or second baseman and shortstop. But 450 over the wall, taking that means I guess there's a placement over them in that sense. And it's still a race. I think they were tied, and then they were 2 games above the Red Sox, and now I think they're back to tied or 2.5 back or something like that. So we'll see as it gets close to October, whether or not that just awesome power hitting comes through, or the utility defensive pitching with Chris Sale and Porcello comes through as well, with Ian Kinsler and Mookie Betts and Xander Bogaerts and things of that nature, because they're both in the same division. And their playability, I think, is the definition of probably baseball compared to like the National League thing with the Cubs and I guess Dodgers, because those 2 teams being in that same division, Cardinals and Cubs will probably go back and forth in Central as they get towards their pennant. Rizzo is still out there, and Cardinals have Matt Carpenter. And his home runs, he's like 33 home runs. Boston has home runs, and J.D. Martinez, I think he's at 34, 35 home runs. He might be at 37 home runs right now. And Mookie had a great year. He was at 356 like at the end of May in batting average. So, and then they picked up Kinsler in the trade deadline. It's good news. And I still think their utility in that they do have a lot, and they've got the B kid, Benedict or something. It's like 22, 23, and they've got Dozier too. They've got a lot of pop, but I still think they're like 30 stolen bases, 30 home runs, and I'm not sure if Judge is 30 stolen bases. Maybe like 15 stolen bases with 70 home runs, or 50, 60, 55 home runs. He hit 50 in his rookie year when he came into the league. So as far as for the record for me being in the league and hitting like 40, I still wouldn't set a record because I would be chasing Aaron Judge's record with my creative character. Because Judge hit 50 home runs in his first season in the majors, and this is my first season in the majors. But when I heard about the trade, I'm like, despite the utility and just all-out control, throwing Chris Sale and doing the defensive web gems of Boston, and Jackie Bradley and Ian Kinsler and Xander Bogaerts, I figured I still wanted to hit with the power of the Yankees, and just having Stanton and Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge, having Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and Gary Sanchez hitting for 162 games of the season. And it's going to be, especially in a computer, it's going to be pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. There might be downtimes to everything that means, but just like Sanchez hitting six home runs in 7 games. Like, well, Sanchez, we finally got around Sanchez, but then we have to pitch directly to Aaron Judge, so, or pitch directly to Giancarlo Stanton. It's going to end Didi Gregorius, Gorgeous Didi, and Jury. He just picks up a lot of doubles and triples here and there. They had Torres, who is a pretty decent shortstop, and he's a good placement utility hitter. And they still have CC Sabathia, and it's going to be and Tanaka. Fairly good year. But I'm hitting with the Yankees now. I've got 22 home runs. I had let's see here. Color background changes to the color of my team now. It's the Yankees. It used to be orange for the Astros, but the Yankees are blue and gray. So, and sometimes white and a blue pinstripe. And so the background changed to their pinstripe color, and that's let's go here, statistics. You can see in Double A in 2018, I hit 19 home runs with 110 RBIs, and then in Triple A, I hit 29 home runs, 99 RBIs, and then this is 2020. That was in 2019. And then 2020 was my first year in the majors, and I'm at 22 home runs, 61 RBIs on July 10th. So it's good. And I'm at 97 hits, 3 hits away from 100 in there. 280 average, 282, 289 average in 2018, 2019. Got about 200 at bats left, and well. All-Star represents the halfway point between 162 games. Divided by 2 is 81 games. 81 on the road, 81 away, or at home. And we're July 10th going to September in there. And that's July 10th, 11th, 12th, day off, and then the All-Star. And then July 17th and 18th, then August in there. And September. We've got all those games. We end the season. I didn't know that in 2020 with weekend league games versus Boston, our Division East rivals. It's going to be a good head into the playoffs, especially with a game and a half or a half game back separating the two teams. It is going to be an important 3 games at a half game per piece. Could put the other team in first. Or could seal the first for the other team. Fascinating details. But we're not there yet. Another 84 games to go before we get to September's games. And July 4th. And over here. Save there. Again, it's on the calendar of that. Calendar of July, August, and September. And that's not the All-Star. Let's see, All-Star, not the All-Star, and All-Star. Yeah. Oh. So it'll take a while to wrap the mind around it. There's more games after the All-Star from July to August to September. And that means, oh well, on to football. And thanks for watching.